What's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 7 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of the Nations Cup in Season 2 on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing our Sardegna Road Track A in reverse for 18 laps, and we'll be able to go on for Group 2 category for today. It's Super GT race time. We'll be able to get started. So grab any Super GT 500 race car of the 2016 season or a 2008 season. We'll be able to get started. So let's just gonna go in and use the Nissan Moto AUTEC GTR 2016 with my very own livery design. We'll be able to get started since the first round of the second season of the exhibition series. So hope this is going to be quite doing well to be able to take the balance of performance regulations. We'll be good to go, so let's get prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it started. So we're all set and ready to go for having an 18 lap challenge. So this is going to be a very tough one out there, folks. So this wheel might be able to have a one good clean race. So just going to make sure we'll be able to take a good tire choice we'll be able to recommend. So hope this is going to be able to get ready to go. So here we go. Let's begin. Here we go, it's round 7 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of the Nations Cup on GT Sport. So here we go, let's meet with the drivers. So first up is Scuba Stu 1 with a Nissan GTR 2008. Murtel takes in second place for the 2016 Nissan GTR. And it looks like Jay Barber is now in third place. And it looks like Dr. Death 76 is going in fourth place. And it looks like 8 or Bust is now using the AU Tom's RCF 2016. OG Mullen Man takes 6th place with using the Nissan GTR 2016 model. Infamous Turtle is taking on the Lexus RCF GT500. Dudu 2203 is going to take on this for the 2008 GTR. The car span in 9th place. Same model and same original style. Now, Fake Woods is now in 10th place to be ready to go. DJ Crazy J is now in 11th place. RJT Winston is now ready in 12th place. I_from DG30N with the Lexus. I8 Guy is now going in on 14th place. And looks like Speedster Sasuke is now going in 15th place. Bad Coolie Boys in 16th place for the Nissan GTR 2016. So I'm good to go to get ready to have myself with a 2016 Nissan GTR. Jay Kutta 74 takes on for the Lexus. Ash1C1 in 19th place for the 2008 Nissan GTR. And last but not least is Psycho Crowley is going to take on last place. So hope he can probably able to get ready to go to have a one good safety race. So hope this is going to be quite very challenging. We'll be prepared. Tire choices will be able to be selected. So here we go. This is going to be on the rolling start for having this time of the 18 lap challenge. We'll be able to be prepared for this one, folks. It's going to get very grueling, so better brace yourself. This is going to get very tough to be able to drive fast. Will might be able to survive. So good luck, and let's have a good clean race to be able to keep it well endured. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take a lot of running efforts to be able to going on it, so going to make sure to be able to have that first turn. And then, oh man, it looks like At1C1 just slammed in onto me, so looks like this is going to be giving a one slam by the bullet is going to be quite getting in for. So this is going to be quite giving the collision is going to be quite very tougher it gets. So hope this is going to be quite needs to be very careful. So it takes a lot of grip, and then this is going to be a very brutal challenge. Is going to get everything going on for this one, folks. So hope this is going to be a very intense to be able to have it in for, and looks like this is going to be a lot of drama out there. So this is going to be a very upset for having this hard part that this is going to be going on for. So lag switch just definitely interrupted. So looks like this is going to be have some of these bad moments is going to be quite having the difficulty is going to be quite giving a lot of hard time to be able to see it. So just going to make sure to keep it together. So it's going to be quite very difficult out there. So this is going to be a very grueling match, and then this is going to be quite very difficult to be able to see it, that every racer might need to keep it up. So well, it's always getting a little bit tough time that this is definitely like having a little technical difficulties is going to be able to going on. Now looks like this is going to be able to have a lot of drivers who might be going in onto the penalty line will be able to be forced to slow down. So this is going to be able to take plenty much more ways to be very careful for the next lap of the race. So the first one is going down, only 17 more to go. But I hope this is going to be able to take a grueling battle with this match. But it will be having a lot of scratches for every race car might be able to come out until at the end of this round. So this is going to be a one tough challenging race for this one, viewers. This is going to be quite very challenging. Might be able to keep it together because it only takes plenty of respectful. Might be able to take a lot of racing responsibility. Might need to keep it together. So I hope this is going to be able to take plenty of practice if they really want to do it. So it always might be able to take plenty of efforts if they have to do whatever we get. So this is going to be quite very intense to see it. So looks like Cycle Crowley is definitely might be got hit, and now he's going in to take a little recovery time. But everybody is going to be able to take a little slow time, that this is going to be quite very grueling to be able to get. So looks like this is going to be able to block a way in. So it's going to be able to take one good step on the inside to be able to go on the overtake. Currently in on to 17th place. So it's going to be quite very grueling that this might need to keep it together. So it takes a hard time for all of us if we have to keep it together. This might need to take a better communication, that this might be able to go on for the one super fast GT 500 race. And oh man, looks like this is going to be UC for Cycle Crowley. It is going to be quite giving a hard time to be able to keep it in self-control. So this is going to be able to take plenty of handling. Might need to take a strong grip. Might need to go on for. Now, looks like onto the top three drivers. So looks like Scuba Stu 1 takes the lead. So now he is going to be able to survive this round of this race. He is going to get everything, keep it up. Taking a lot of basic skills to be able to go on in Sardegna Real Track A. It's going to be a hard challenges for one challenging racer. Might be able to going in. But it's going to be a very tough struggle. Might be able to go all the long way here. And then looks like OG Molarman takes in second place, so he can do it. So he might be able to survive this race. Is going to get everything going on to see it. So this is going to be able to take a lot of hardcore racing drama to be able to going in, because this is going to be a very tough Black Saturday race event. Is going to be quite going on now. So hope this is going to be able to take plenty of turns. Is going to get everything going on to see how this race might be able to take a good chance to make a good perfection to be able to make. But it is going to be quite giving a lot of efforts that this might need to keep it together. Now it looks like at one, Scene 1 is now takes the scene to be able to going in onto the overtake to catch up onto my position. So gonna make sure that this is gonna be able to keep it well defended. So hope I can probably able to stay on track to catch up with the rest that are desperately or about to get in onto the top position. Oh man, looks like we got two drivers just got off the track and then got hit. This is definitely might be quite very grueling to be able to see how they tried to keep it together, because it takes distractions. Will might need that mobility. Will might be able to take, but it's gonna get very hard to get to be able to take one chance to make a good perfection during this time of the race. It's gonna be quite very intense, so we had to make sure Will might be able to give a good communication run effect. Is gonna be able to take some time. Will might need to take one racing perfection for another, so it always might need that good handling. Will might be able to stay together. Now, looks like Dudu 2203 is now going in onto third place. He will try to keep going, so hope he can probably able to take a lot of faster time to be able to see it. So everybody is about to be able to going on to catch up onto Scuba Stu 1's position. This is going to be able to take the long rope, is going to be able to have a full group with a struggle. So this Will might be able to see that if anything goes happen, so it Will might be able to stay together. Will might be able to take that good correction of the turn, because it's always having failed moments, but it takes hard accidents. It's going to get everything to be quite difficult it can get, but just going to make sure to keep your skills together. So let's try to keep focused. So this Will might need to take one good step of the racing improvements, but always going to be able to learn to overcome. And then it looks like this is going to be able to see Act 1 Scene 1 is passing me, and this is going to be able to going in on to 15th place. Hope I can probably able to going in to catch up. Just getting closer, so now going in onto the 5th lap. So this Will might be able to stay on track. Will might keep it in on the focus. But this is going to be able to take a long way, that this is going to be able to take a little bit more time. Now, looks like going on the forward, so Act 1 Scene 1 is definitely might be able to use the 2008 Nissan GTR with the good matching exact replica of the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 from the Too Fast, Too Furious movie. Well, looks like this is going to be quite very good to be able to have this livery design, that this is giving the good match, that this is going to be able to have the difference. So different models is definitely might be pretty good, so this is definitely might be able to have with one good movie references, is definitely might be able to show the difference. But it was a very good car, so hope he can probably able to do the best whenever he can. So it's always going to be able to have a one good ways to be able to see it. So since taking the time when having a lot of race training back in Spa-Francorchamps on by having 3 laps by using the Group 4 category, so this is going to be able to take a good training time, that this Will might be able to take a time off. Will might need to have my driver rating will be able to improve, so this is definitely might be able to take a lot of racing training for each different racing category. Now it's going to be able to take much possible drivers that this Will might be able to step it in, will be able to get ready for. So now this is going to be able to press forward. Will might be going in on to 14th place. Lap number 6 goes on, and this is going to be able to take that length of the distance. Is going to be quite very grueling. Will might be able to go on, like having an endurance race. So hope this is going to be able to take a lot of time. Will might be able to take that mileage. Will might be able to get it there, because taking a lot of daily workout by taking the exercise is going to be able to take a well extended run. Will might be able to take. Now, looks like Speedster Suzuki is now definitely might be going in onto 13th place. Hope he can probably able to catch up onto Bad Coolie Boys, and now looks like Act 1 C1 passes me again. Now, looks like he's on his way to catch up onto Speedster Suzuki. Is definitely might be going on to take a few length of the distance, will be able to go. But this is going to be able to take the Super GT race battle going on, so this is going to be quite very struggle. Is going to be able to take much handling. Will might need to keep it careful. So looks like everybody is already on in the 7th lap. This is going to be quite very challenging, and oh man, almost lost that turn of the grip, and this is going to be quite giving the spin outs. That is going to be quite loosened up on the grip. Will might need that mobility. Will be able to stay on track. Now looks like I just take the recovery, and this is going to be quite giving the one tough hardcore race. Is going to get going on to see it. So the tires are about to get a little bit depleted soon. So let's just gonna keep it up, and then looks like Act 1 is in the pits, and he might be able to change up the tires. Is gonna be able to go in. Just gonna wait to see that he's gonna stay on the medium compound, so hope he can do it. So he might need to take additionally to be able to have that gas to be refueled. It's going in to be able to take that further length of the distance. It's going to be able to take on for only 47 seconds up ahead on the distance. So now it's 48 seconds up ahead. So everybody is still trying to keep it up, and then this is going to be able to see it. So J Kutta 74 is now going in to drive faster. His Lexus RCF GT500 is going in to be able to challenging with the Nissan GTR, because a three-way car brand battle is going to be quite very grueling on the struggle. Is going to be able to take long. Will be able to hold out to be able to endure with their handling capabilities, but sometimes losing up the efforts is going to be quite very hard. Will might be able to take a little short time of recovery. It's going to be quite very challenging to be able to go faster on the way. Now, looks like this is going to be able to see here. So, looks like 8 or Bus is on the 14th place. Now, it's going to be quite going in to be able to see how he can try to keep it up. So, this is going to be able to take a little bit more time. And then J Kutta 74 in Act 1 is passing me, and also Dr. Det 76 as well. So, this is going to be quite very tough to be able to see it. So, this is going to be quite very hardcore intense for having this time in the match. Is going to be quite going in to be able to stay on to the struggle, but everybody is still trying to keep it up. So this might takes it in for only 10 more laps remaining. Everybody is still trying to keep it up on the main focus. Just going to be able to take that handling. Will might be able to go on, and then have that breaking point. Will be able to going on, and then looks like Dr. Det 76 and J Kutta is going to be able to going in, and there you go. J Kutta is taking on the 5-second penalty, so looks like this is going to be able to have a chance to be able to get there. So takes a lot of tough corners. It's going to be quite very well stability since round 1, so it always gets different. So we might be able to try to keep ourselves together. Will might need to take that good mobility. Will might need to take. And then it looks like Dudu 2203 and Infamous Turtle, and also the rest of the drivers are now definitely in the pits to change up the racing compound tires to go soft. Is definitely might be able to have the recommend will be able to go on for. So this is going to be able to take that good mobility. Will be able to take on for. So this might be able to take a little bit more time to be able to get back on track, to be able to see how they can go. And once again on that same spot, so this is going to be able to take that recovery. Will might be able to get in there. Well, that's going to be quite very pity to be able to see how this Super GT race is going to be able to go out as well. But it is always going to be able to have that difficulty for this race, so every racer always tries to make their best. We're always going to keep it in by the work. So now this is going to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are definitely might be going on for. So looks like OG Millerman is taking the lead. So he's going in to be able to take that best time on the run. Will might be able to take. So he will try to keep it up. Will be able to have his win. Will be there in no time. So this is going to be able to take a little bit hard challenge to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are definitely might be able to keep it up. Now, looks like this is going to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are still going on in the battle. Well, I'm trying to be able to keep it in because it's always going to be able to take a lot of grueling drama. It's going to be able to take. That should do it. This is going to be able to take a lot of handling in to be able to keep it in for having a lot of few efforts out there. So this is going to be able to take a minute long. Will might be able to have that gap distance to be able to be shown, because it's going to be very long. But if we have to make sure we're always going to keep it together, we might be able to stay on track. We need to have a better safety tip. We'll be able to need to use the TCS1. So that's going to be able to have a helping option that this might be able to work. Now, looks like Jay Barber I9 is now in third place. So, looks like this is going to be able to see how third place drivers are going in to be able to take the struggle is going to be able to go on. So, looks like Scuba Stu 1 is now going to be able to going in to be able to take that turn. So, he can probably able to take the upper hand. Will might be able to going on. And looks like Dudu 2203 is going to be able to proceed to catch up to his lead as well. Now, this is going to be able to take to be able to have two drivers or definitely might be going out to the pits. But this is going to be able to take that new set of the tires. Is going to be able to be ready to go and heading on out. So this Will might be able to resume the chase. Will might be able to get there in no time. Now, this is going to be able to catching up onto DJ Crazy J is going to be going on to be able to make one forward onto 18th place, but this is going to be a very stubborn time to be able to take that turns. Is going to be quite very tough handling. Will might be able to go on. So 20 drivers are still going on to be able to take the battle. Is going to be quite going in to be able to be on the grueling match, but it still tries to be able to keep it together. So this is going to be a very one effort to be able to see how this race Will might be able to challenge ourselves, because having an endurance race is going to be quite very the struggle is going to be able to go on. Looks like Murtel is now in third place, so this is going to be quite giving his time for him to be able to keep it focused. So while Dudu 2203 and Scuba Stu 1 are taking the battle of first place, is going to be able to get longer. So this is going to be able to take very good chance to be able to see how Murtel is going to be able to take his winning streak to be able to get back on track. He will try, but he is going to be able to take an unstoppable moment. Will might be able to catch up to the other two drivers as well. Now, only 7 more laps to go. Currently in onto lap number 11. But this is going to be quite very hardcore to be able to have this race, but better make sure to be able to have that penalty to be checked. So ignoring the track limit is going to be a very hard one to be able to make sure to be very careful. So it's going to be quite very grueling match, and this is going to be quite taking a lot of tough times to be able to race on in a Italian racetrack. Will might be able to find a good road to be able to take that performance. Will might be able to step it in and take that good handling mobility. Will be able to take, but taking a lot of gap distance is going to be a very long importance. But if possible, that this is going to be able to need to have a one good race. Will might need to have that point. Will be able to get better, but sometimes it's important that this is going to be able to take that faster turns. It's going to be able to going on for the higher distance, but it's going to be able to get a little bit more time. Will might get there, so last place drivers should be able to practice some more. So this is always going to be important to be able to make sure Will always going to keep that racing mobility. Will need to take that perfection. So meanwhile, Dudu 2203 takes the lead, so he will might be able to go faster onto first place. He will make it in no time for only the last 7 laps remaining, so hope he can probably able to get there in no time. But this Will might be able to make it congruent for the 12th lap. Will might be able to go on, so this Will might be able to have what it takes to be able to proceeding in onto the 13th lap, while the other drivers are still currently in onto the 12th lap, but this Will might be getting there. Now, looks like Jay Cutta 74 is still trying to keep it up, but this is going to be able to take that tough turns by the handling, but it's going to be able to take a little uncomfortable moment, so going to make sure to keep it well patient and well focused. But this Will might need to take some turns, is going to be able to keep it in for. So even the lap guide Will might be able to help us. Will might be able to prove them to become successful drivers, but sometimes it's going to be quite need to do a lot of practice to learn. So if we have to make every perfection, we'll be able to give a moment Will might be able to take on for. But somehow it's going to be able to do taking a good quality of a racing mobility, Will might be able to take it on for. So if anything happens that this Will might need to stay together, so it always happens all the time for having a Super GT 500 race. Will might be able to take one good step of a perfection. Will might be able to take that handling. Will be able to take. So, but it always happens all the time during this competition. So we need to be able to practice some more. So this Will might be able to prove ourselves if we have to make a perfect moment of this Group 2 race. Will might be able to take. So going in onto the 13th lap, hope I could probably able to survive this race in no time. So, well, sometimes just having a lot of effort is going to be quite very intense to be able to see it. So it always happens all the time that we just don't want to be able to have this racing accidental moment to be able to get into the drama. But it's always intense, so we might need to be very careful, because having a lot of collision and wreckage is going to be quite giving a hard time to be able to see that this Will might take time to be able to do a little bit more patient time to recovery. So getting there to catch up onto J cuts to 74 by the gap distance. So this Will might be able to take that straightaways. Will might be able to go on the forwards. But it takes long, but this Will might get there in no time. For having a one-piece moment, it's going to be able to take that perfection. Will also going to be able to take one cornering skills at the given time. So the top three drivers are still going on to be able to take the battle of first place. Is going to be able to get there. So if any drivers could probably able to take on the battle of third place, Murtel is going to be able to keep it well defended while he's on his way to be able to catch up to the last two drivers in the top position. It's going to be quite going there. And then there he goes. This is going to be quite giving a hard time to be able to have a spin out. So just going to make sure that TCS will be able to turn on as well. But unfortunately, this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to be able to go forward. So only 4 more to go, so this race is about to be over soon, folks, because this is going to be able to take a one challenging Super GT 500 race on the Italian track, but this is going to be able to take some more practice, and this is going to be able to going in. So here comes the blue flag, folks. So this is going to be a very good epic challenge that this is going to be able to going on for. So this Will might be able to take the time of the scenes. Will might be able to join in for the action. So hope this Will might be able to go on for. So it's going to be quite very challenging ways to be able to see it. So hope this Will might be able to have that blue flag Will going on. So here's Scuba Stu 1 and Dudu 2203 on a challenging position. So this is going to be a very challenging hardcore race to see it. So 2 drivers on to the 15 lap. This Will might be able to give a good correctional signal that this Will might be able to have the blue flag. Will might be able to go on, because these two are challenging themselves. Will might be able to get to the finish line in no time. Now looks like Scuba Stu 1 is about to be able to take it on for. So this is going to be able to take a lot of handling capability. Will might be able to go on for. So Dudu 2203 is defending his position, while Scuba Stu 1 is going in to be able to make a one good inside, and then it looks like there goes the full contact. They have to be able to avoid it. This Will might be able to get one step closer. Will might be able to going on. So looks like got everything on the scene, and these two are on the action. Lap number 16 for them. So this Will might be able to have myself. Will moved on into the 15th lap. This is going to get everything. Will be grueling excited out there, folks, because these two are going on to be able to take the battle of first place. Is going to be going on to do it. And then looks like Murtel is going in on the scene, and he is going to be able to catch up to the rest. This Will might be able to take a patient time. Will go at it, and then mobility racing turns is going to be able to give a better way to be able to have the blue flag. Will might be able to call in. Will might be able to take one step at a time. Will be able to take that good moment to be able to go at it. So even sure perhaps that this was going to be able to take one lap ahead for them. So this is going to be able to take a challenging long ways to be able to go at it. So currently that this Will might be able to have a lap check, that this Will might be able to see it. So top 3 drivers are currently in on to lap number 16, so they'll be able to be on their way onto the 17th lap. So this race is about to be on getting closer, nearly there onto the final lap. But this is going to be quite very excited to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are still going on to be able to take the long-lasting battle, because it's always going to be able to see that 3 Nissan GTRs are going in faster to be able to be on the way to be able to be into the top 3 final at the finish in this round. So it's going to be a very good epic challenge. So hope everybody is still trying to keep it up. Will might be able to take the long. So lap number 17 is going to be able to take the chances. Will might be able to go there. But it's always going to be able to take well-matched battles, is going to be able to take the time on the race. So looks like 4th place driver is going on. So hope this is going to be able to take that effort term at this time. So last place drivers are still going on to be able to do it. So if anybody thinks that they just don't want to take this full action race, so it's okay to be able to race and move on for the next round anytime for only a few days. So this will be able to take plenty of more efforts. We might be able to catching up for. So hope this will might be able to going in to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are still going on to make their way onto the final lap. So this will might be able to take the best moments, will be able to take the time for. But then blue flag always calls in to be able to see how the last place drivers are still going on to be able to try harder as it gets. But now they're on their way to be able to get closer. So this race is about to be very excited to see how the top 3 drivers are about to be on their way in onto the final lap of the race. So looks like they're about to get there in one line at a time. So this will be on their way. So here we go, folks. The final lap is on its way. Now looks like Dudu 2203 is about to be able to take one last final step to be on its full distance to be on the throttle. So Scuba Stu 1 is still chasing him, and he might be able to find a way to be able to overtake. And looks like Murtel is going in as well. So this is going to be quite very challenging to be able to see how the top 3 drivers are still going on, because it takes a 3-way battle to see how 3 Nissan GTRs are still going on to be able to take the challenge is going to be able to take. So looks like Murtel is in 2nd place, and now he's going there to catch up onto Dudu 2203. And looks like Scuba Stu 1 is still trying to get there. So this is going to be able to take that much hard terms of this run to be able to go at it. But this is going to be quite very excited to be able to see it. So Scuba Stu 1 is still trying to keep it up, and then looks like here comes the rest of the drivers are still going on as well. Dudu 2203 is going to be keep it well defended on this position. So this is going to be received. So it looks like Jay Bosworth I9 and OG Mollerman is still catching up on it. So this is going to be able to take a little bit few more times to be able to get there. Now looks like this is going to be received going on it. So going in onto the final stretch for the top 3 drivers. Dudu 2203 is about to reach up into the podium. Looks like Murtel is about to try to overtake Dudu 2203. And looks like Scuba Stu 1 is still trying to going on. And it looks like Dudu 2203 takes the first place in round 7 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. Now that was a very good challenging race out there, folks. It was an intense race out there. But it was pretty tough, but somehow it's always been difficult for every Super GT 500 race car drivers out there for this round, because it's always been difficult. But sometimes this will might be able to take a lot of training. Will be able to go after this round ends. But it was a plenty of good race results. Will be coming on to see it. So good thing that this is going to be able to take the grueling challenge. Will might be able to endure. So well, that was a 1 lap up ahead distance for having this race. So it's always going to be quite very difficult. Will might be needed to get. But what a Super GT 500 race for today. So we might be able to try harder next season. So different categories always might need to take plenty of practice we'll be able to take. So it will might come out to be able to have a drop down ratings that this will might need to be able to keep it careful. So this will might be able to take the 18th place earnings that this will might be able to take. So well, can I say that the top 3 drivers did a very good job for this race. So this will might be able to congratulate 3 drivers for the best race ever to enjoy. So this will might be able to congratulate themselves. So they did a pretty good job, because it was a very good, excellent racing battle out there, because it's always going to be quite very difficult. So the first lap is going to be very tough. So it's always having a lot of efforts that this will might need to be able to take. So well, gonna make sure that having penalty is going to be a very tough opportunity if we have to make sure we're always going to need to keep it together. So it's always going to be able to have a tough race for all of us. So just going to make sure that drive faster whenever we can get, because it always needs to do a lot of chances we might be able to going in for. So it's always difficult, but we need to be able to try to keep it together for having this time of the Super GT 500 race since the first round of the race. But it's always been difficult if we have to make everything what we have to do, but we need to keep it, try to take it nice and easy, because well, every race is all good. So we'll make sure we're always going to be able to race again for the next season. We'll be able to do much better. If we have to take a good chance, we'll be able to have a good perfection we're always going to be able to make. So this is the second time for having a Super GT 500 race at the Nations Cup. So this is going to be very differently on the track. So it's going to be quite very tough for all of us if we try to keep it together for having a good racing mobility. But sometimes mistakes will be made, so we have to be very careful if we do not want to make any full collisions by having the moment. So it's very tough for all of us. So hope we're about to be ready to continuing on for the next round. We'll be doing different for the most. So we will always going to keep on trying for taking a one good step or having a racing opportunity. We'll be need to practice some more. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. And library block videos are available to watch anytime you want. So this will be the entertainment showcase to talk about some library designs I have been made. So go ahead to watch it if you want. I'll be see you guys next time for continuing on the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing. Stay clean.